Hey guys, I just got finished watching the new Annabelle movie, Annabelle Comes Home. If you notice, I'm recording from my office instead of outside the movie theater like I normally do. And it's because I really wanted to wrap my head around my feelings for this movie. A little history for the movie, if you're not quite aware. So you had the first Conjuring, and then you had the prequel Annabelle, which wasn't that good. Then you had the prequel to the prequel, Annabelle Creation, which I thought was pretty good. And now you have Annabelle Comes Home, which is the sequel to the prequel, and it kind of takes place within the first Conjuring movie, but a little bit before or a little bit after. Um, it actually doesn't really matter to the story when it takes place, okay? Um, let's start off with the good, okay? Because there is some good. Um, like all the Conjuring movies are, at least for the first one and two, the atmosphere is totally creepy. Okay, you're there, you're watching it, you're there with these characters. It's a great atmosphere for the horror movie itself, and the acting, especially from the young main character, is phenomenal. She's great. I really hope we get to see more of her in other projects. But this movie does have some pretty big flaws. And one of them is, as a friend put it, trying to take 10 gallons and putting it in a 5-gallon bucket. There is a lot of stuff going on in this movie. It is not just about Annabelle. It is about a lot of the Warrens' cases. You've got werewolves and ferrymen and bridezilla. A lot of these things are taking place at the same time, so there's no real focus other than this house is all jacked up now because of what happened. Any one of these stories would have been interesting on their own, or even just focusing more on Annabelle, the mythos around that would have been great. But they didn't really focus on any one of them particularly, and they just kind of mishmashed it together. One of the other things you have problem with in this movie is that you have every single haunted house trope in the movie. The girl falling down on the hardwood floor, getting dragged into the shadows, and the lights flashing, and it's almost like they were gonna do a parody, and had they made it funny, it would have been a great parody. But they're serious about all these haunted house movie tropes that get in this movie. And that kind of brings us to the third one. The movie being aware of itself. It almost feels like the filmmakers realized and knew that the Conjuring movies and horror movies in general on the American side coming out of Hollywood are reliant on jump scares for their scaring tactics. And you've got this gradual build up to these jump scares. And the filmmakers were aware of that, so they don't give you the release at the end. They build up the tension, they build up the tension, they build up the tension, and you either, to keep your audience engaged, either give them the scare, or you take it away and there's a feeling of emptiness or feeling of loneliness or something. You have to have an ending, a climax, a catharsis for these increases in scares. And they didn't do that. What they did instead is a ratcheting effect of, okay, there's going to be a jump scare, there's going to be a jump scare, and then there's no jump scare. But they don't give you any release from that. They ratchet it up, drop a little, and then they ratchet it up again, and they ratchet it up again, and they ratchet it up again, until you are so on the edge of your seat, ready for the jump scare, ready for it to come out, that you're almost numb. Okay, you just like, I just want it to be over so I can get back to watching the movie. And it would have been fine had they done that once or twice, but they kind of do it throughout the entire movie with some teenage love story kind of peppered in here and there. I'm gonna have to give this like a C rating. I was very disappointed. I hope that this does not give us any inclination on The Conjuring 3, if that's going to be bad or not. I'm still looking forward to that one in 2020. But As far as Annabelle Creation, or Annabelle Comes Home rather, sorry, because Annabelle Creation I really did like, but as far as this one, Annabelle Comes Home, Annabelle 3, whatever you want to call it, uh, wait for it to come out on Redbox, I guess. Wait for it to come out on Prime and rent it for a few dollars. But the filmmakers really missed the mark on this one. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments what you thought of this movie, if you've seen it, if you're excited for Conjuring 3 coming out. And as always, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, share, and see, that way we can see more of these projects, okay? Until next time, you guys have a great one.